So you just bought yourself a brand new Pocket notebook and you really want to utilize this. You want to make the most out of it. And so what you need to know is how exactly to set it up. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I set up a new notebook because I just finished one and I'm getting ready to start a brand new one, as well as something new that I'm implementing in my setup. So in this video, you get to see how I do it, and I really hope that it would bless you and help you as you make one yourself. Just a little bit of background for me. I've been using Pocket notebooks for a little more than a year now, and as you can see, each iteration has adjusted over time based on my needs and the things that I've been growing in. And so I've reiterated them, added tape here, added sayings and different things on the front and back because I've used it. And the more and more I use it, I've adjusted according to my needs. And so right here I have 3 Pocket notebooks that I'm gonna pick one and we're gonna work on what's next. But I just wanted to kind of give you a background of my journey and why it'd be important for you. Now, this video is pretty much going to focus on how I set it up, but if you want to learn more about why I even chose Pocket notebooks and how I ended up using it over the course of a year, then you can check out my full video just over here or wherever on the card, or also down in the description. I'll paste the link there. But I highly encourage you to check out that video, especially if you're on the fence of whether or not using a Pocket notebook is even right for you. So with that being said, we're going to jump straight into kind of the setup of the thing. I'm going to give you a top-down view so you can see my hands at work. And so with that, I got to pause the video right here. So here are my options for a new Pocket notebook. And so what I wanted to start off really quickly is with the materials. So obviously you need to start with a brand new Pocket notebook. So right here I have what are called field books, the knockoff version of Field Notes. I got these from Amazon and they are very cheaper, way more cheaper than Field Notes. So if you guys know the popular brand called Field Notes, now these are obviously lesser in quality, so not as thick. The paper's not as good. However, it's definitely more affordable and it comes with more pages. Now I got a pack of 5 of these versus, like, I think for the same price or even more was a pack of 3 for Field Notes. So for me, when I was first getting this, because I'm just getting into it, I chose quantity over quality. But now that I'm in this and I've been into it for a year, part of me kind of wants to experience the premiumness of Field Notes, so I might give that a try once I get through all of these notebooks. Now, I also did receive this Lockbee Pocket notebook as well, but I got this that came with my Lockbee Pocket journal, and I got this from my wife for my birthday that's coming up at the end of the month. So shout out to Farah for getting me that.
What do you do though?
Huh?
What do you want to, what are you?
So I'm making my video on my Pocket notebooks right now.
Can I help?
Sure. I'm gonna do a lot of talking, but I just need you to be really quiet, okay? Does that sound good? All right, thanks, buddy. So I have my Pocket notebooks right here, but also one thing that we're gonna need as we set up is we're gonna need a pen. Now, here's the thing. I've been using the Jetstream, where's it, like this? I guess this is it. The Jetstream by, I don't even know who makes this, but it's the 0.7 and a Uni, I guess is the one, Uniball. And I've been using this. I have plenty. I got it in my Pocket notebook thing here right now. And what it is like, I just think that it writes well, it dries fast, it's a thinner pen stroke, which I really enjoy, and it is ballpoint, so it's reliable. It's something that I've been used to writing with for a really long time. Now I will say, because of this, I did also want to try something a little bit more premium. This is the Zebra Sarasa Quick Dry, but it's in 0.8, and I thought I was gonna love this thing. I used it for like 15 seconds, and immediately I knew I wasn't gonna like it. I tried. I thought, I looked up the reviews. I thought that this was gonna be a good one, but it ended up not being something. So I might just gift this to somebody else. I don't want to waste the $7 or $8 that I spent on this, or that my wife spent on me for my birthday. But I'm probably gonna gift it to somebody else because I don't want it to go to waste. Or, you know, who knows? I might just keep it because I like it and maybe use it more for signing things and stuff like that. So actually, I don't have this, but the third thing that I would get is Scotch tape, because in my last iteration of this, I was noticing that my edges become frayed so easily. And so what I did was I took Scotch tape and I used them on the edges here to help protect it and give it some life, because this goes into my pocket in and out constantly. However, when I have 3 boys who like to touch my things, as you can see, my son writing his name and all these things, they also love tape and taping things, and so we ran out of Scotch tape. So those are the things that I would say is the materials, really basic, that I would use when it comes to setting up my pocket journal. So from there, let's talk now about the setup. Okay, so when I set up a new, actually, Kaiser, help me here. Of these 3, which one do you think I should pick for my next one?
Middle's the best.
The middle's the best. You like the color on that? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and put these ones right there. And our focus is gonna be on this field note. So obviously what I do is I look at my previous version and I'm gonna transfer over anything that I like or that is relevant for this new book. And one of the main things that it starts with is just the covers. Like I start with the front cover, then I go to the back cover. So I'm gonna open it up. There's nothing private here other than my phone number. Maybe we can, I got videos out there with it, so it is what it is. So very first thing, obviously, write your name. You want people to know whose this is, so just in case if you lose it, they know where to return it. So I put my phone number, so that way people can know to return it there. Next thing, I really like Bach, what he did when he would compose his pieces. He would write at the very beginning, he would put J, and that would be it. But what it meant was Jesu Juva. I don't even know if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. But what it means is Jesus, help. And I want to be reminded every day that I should cry out to God for help. This has been my motto and my saying for quite some time now, and it's, I said be found. Be found. It's okay. Look, it's okay to be messy. You don't got to be perfect. We're just trying to remind ourselves every time we open this up that we want to be found faithful, and that's all I'm going to do. So I'm literally just transferring over everything from my previous notebook that I like. Okay, well, how do I be found faithful? How am I faithful in every single day things? Well, I've made it in when it's prayer, when it's my quiet time. I want to make things as simple as possible. I want to make things honest, keep it honest with myself and with God. And then, of course, consistency. And so that's going to be my focus. So I started this in February of 26, and now I'm ending it in April. We're now in May, so my start date would be May of 2026. Exactly. So another thing that I really love to do is remind myself of this saying called Coram Deo. Can you say that, Kai?
Coram Deo.
Coram Deo. Do you know what that means?
No.
Read it. On my notebook on the left. What does it say?
Coram Deo, living before God in all areas of life.
Okay. So Coram Deo means, you're right, it means that. So in the presence of God.
In the presence of God.
in the presence of God, it means that I'm living before God, like in front of him. We'll go down here, all areas of life. Okay? So I copied that over. Like, it's very simple. Now, for the sake of time, I won't copy everything over today. I will say, though, at the very end of my things, I also stole this from Bach, is SDG. You know what that stands for, Kai?
No.
Soli Deo Gloria, which translates to then, to God be all the glory. And because what I want to say is, like, throughout all of the things that are going to be in this book, I'm saying, God, help me out. At the end of it all, when I'm done, God, to you be all the glory. So what I normally do from this point, I've already taken all of these things. I would then go and get some Scotch tape, and I would tape this up, tape this out, and then boom, this one is going out. Now this one is going in, and man, wow, what a collection I've had so far from all my books. I've used 6 over the course of a year and a few months. And now, my son got me some tape. This is not strong enough, but I thank you. I appreciate the sentiment.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put this aside. This is my new one. And so I do want to say that I've learned some things that I wanted to update over time. I was using my field book as a catch-all notebook, as a working brain, but I also was writing like memories down, and I was writing all these different things. And I was finding that when I was going back in my books, it was hard to differentiate what was just me processing my thoughts and what were the things that I actually wanted to remember. And so I want to show you now the new setup that I have, which is this. This is what I asked for my birthday from my wife, and she got it for me. This is the Lockbee Pocket Journal, and I want to show you what I got. But let me just quickly explain why I got this. This is going to act as my second brain processing thoughts, and it's going to be about like my to-do list and just helping me get through my day. Whereas this is going to be more about journaling, and let me show you a little bit more about what's inside, more of a diary. So I picked up this Moleskine. I was at Barnes and Nobles and I was thinking about this, and I picked this up for $21. Don't tell my wife, but if she watches this video, she's gonna know. Even though I could have bought it online at Amazon for $14, which, saves a third of the cost, but I just really wanted to start on this idea, and so I bought it immediately. But what I have here, I wrote on here the boring and the beautiful. I can't even remember where I got that idea from, but it was like everything is worth like writing about, like the things, the memories. Sometimes we think it needs to be grand or it needs to be like some majestic moment. Those are the things that we need to remember. But like really, it's the boring things that are actually the most beautiful. And those are the things that I want to remember. So when I made this, I put a start date, April 27, 2026. I have a finish date. Here's my purpose. I want to write in the present what has happened in the past to recount in the future. So basically, this is a book of memories. And so I just put, here's my goal, at least to write 1 page per day. So as you can see, I've started this April 27th. I've been doing it and been consistent in it. And like, let me just show you. It's a good example. So this was from last night, literally at 10:57 p.m. It's simple. It's Midnight Mocha. My brother Chris is leading us in worship tonight. We have several students and young adults here, and I just say thank you, God, for this brief moment to simply be in your presence, because we were worshiping. And then this morning I wrote a page just talking a little bit about the day. And so really I'm separating my thoughts. This is for memories and diaries, a diary, and this is a working brain, a journal, a processing of my thoughts. But this lives here in my Lockbee, and it's great because I can take it around with me wherever I go. And in it, I have, just some basic things, like nothing really in the inside. On the outside, I have, again, my trusty, what is this? 0.7 Jetstream. I got a ruler in case I want to do any lined things. And that's pretty much it. And these are going to live in my pocket. This in my back pocket, this in my front pocket. And we're just going to see how it goes. And again, we can always adjust. Your setup has to be flexible so that way it can adjust to your needs. Never be tied so down to a system. If this ends up being too bulky that I'm not carrying it around and I'm not journaling because I have something so fancy and so nice, then I'm not going to use this. I might just go back to simply just doing this. It's always adjusting, always improving, always trying to get better with my setup. Like I mentioned earlier, I made a video that expands on exactly how I use my Pocket Notebook, as well as like the reasoning behind it. And so instead of just sharing with you my setup and how I set it up, I'd really love to share how I use it. And you can do exactly that by going to that video right here somewhere. And I'll see you guys over there. All right. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.